All right, today is the day that we're gonna make our temporary water line going down to the camper there into a semi-temporary water line. Yeah, we're doing an upgrade. So right now we're filling the holding tank down there in the camper. We're actually having to put the hose in to fill the holding tank, but it's got a city water connection, so if you got pressured water, it'll actually, you know, keep a constant pressure on the camper there. So today we're going to leave that for now because we couldn't get everything we needed today. But what we're doing today is going to stay permanent except for on the outlet side. So what we picked up, and I know everybody's going to say, is that going to work? Yes, it'll work. I picked up this pump. This pump's going to hook onto there. That's a barb fitting still, so we can still hook up our hose so that we can screw that right into the side of the camper down there. That's not the camper, that's Marley. So what we're going to do is wire that up, and then we're going to build a box around that. We're probably just going to put a tote over it for tonight because we got to pick up the rest of the stuff tomorrow, so we'll pick up the plywood for that. And we're going to build a box around there. And inside the box will be the pump. We'll have a 12-volt battery setting in here with its own solar panel, and that will feed power for that. That's just a 12-volt pump. So that'll feed power to that. We won't even have to connect it to the camper or anything. It'll just power it right off of that. So that's the plan for today. So we can get water down to the camper, and Donna will be able to do some laundry because we'll have some nice pressured water. So without further ado, I'm going to get started on that. All right, so I got my pump plumbed in there. I'll put a union here so that we're able to take it apart if we need to. And then it's going into the garden hose. Garden hose is going down, hooked into the city water connection on the camper. We need some shorter hose, but this is what we had on hand, so that's what we're using right now. So that's probably killing a little bit of pressure, just all them twists and turns. But see how that hose is standing up right there? That white one? That was flat. So when I kicked on that pump, it twisted that hose like that. So it's definitely got pressure. Definitely got pressure there. Okay, so now I'm back up here at the pump. Alright, so what we got is, got a 12-volt battery, got an inline fuse, just in case something goes wrong. That's going out to the pump. Got power here, or negative here, or your ground. And I've got my solar panel hooked into this small charge controller. I think it'll take care of this, just to keep this battery topped off, because you know, this pump only runs when you kick on the water inside. It's not a continuous. It's got a diaphragm in it. It automatically shuts off. So, yeah. So we got the charge controller keeping the battery charged. Got a solar panel sucking in. Right now it's pulling about 27 volts through the charge controller. It's putting out 18 volts to the battery to keep it charged. And then I'll touch the ground on here so you can see the pump does work. Now when it builds up pressure, see the hose tightening up? When it builds up pressure, it automatically shuts off. All right, be right back. All right, now we're down here at the camper. There's the pump up there. Now, let's see here. There you go. We got water on our outdoor shower. I don't want to waste it, so hold on. All right, so just so you know, it's working. All right, run inside real quick, check that. I'll show you what Donna's doing here in a minute. Say hi, Donna. She got a bag of cement. Yeah, I got the easy stuff for now. All right, so inside. There's Marley. Say hi, Marley. No? Okay, ignore the dishes, but just want you to see you do have really good water pressure. All right. This is our pump, which we don't have to run anymore, which is good. Oh yeah, look at her, especially. All right, so that's that. Now we have constant running water. We don't have to use the pump in the camper. We don't have to fill the holding tank in the camper anymore. It'll just pump right through the city water. Oh, here's our sewer line that we ran last, a couple days ago. See it during the daytime. Pretty leveled. So that's looking good. Now we'll go up here and do a quick run through again on that pump in case somebody wants to do it and they didn't catch that. That way you guys will see what's going on up there. Donna's out here working in the yard. It's a beautiful day. Man, it's beautiful out today. Okay, so there's our pump. That is a 5.3 gallon per minute shurflo. The one we have in the camper is a 3.5, so we decided to get a little bit bigger one. About $150 at Sprinkler World is what we paid for that. So like I said, all you got is just a 12 volt pump. You got a hot in the ground. Those are just running over, attached to the battery. Clamps here are what go into the charge controller. The charge controller brings power in from the solar panel, and it brings it down to a workable voltage and amperage to charge the battery. Now the charge controller does have 2 leads here, and that's a 12 volt. Those are 12 volt leads from the charge controller, but this says 7 amp maximum. This pump is an 18 amp pump, so I don't want to run them through there because I'm afraid I'll burn up my charge controller. So instead, I just connected the pump straight to the battery right here, and I think that's going to be perfectly fine because we're putting in 18 volts into this battery to charge it. Is it charging right now? Yeah, it is. Let's see the lights on. So anyway, that's putting in 18 volts to that battery, and like I said, this pump's only going to run when we turn on a faucet. And as soon as you close the faucet, it automatically shuts off. So I don't think I have to worry about it. So next, tomorrow, I've got the 2x4s, but I don't have the corrugated metal that I want to put around the box. So next I'm going to build just basically a 2x4 box around this pump. And it's going to be, yay high. And I'm going to use corrugated metal for the siding on it. And then I'm going to make a roof for it that is on hinges so we can open it to get in and access all this. And then that solar panel there will mount right to the top of the roof. It'll just mount right up there on top of the roof, so it'll pull power. The battery and the pump will be inside the box, and then we'll insulate the box also. And that way everything will stay, nothing will freeze. Because, yeah, it does get below freezing here. They said occasionally in the winter, so we want to make sure nothing freezes. And then all of the exposed pipe will get wrapped with insulation. And then once we get permanent, we get the water line to get ran down to the camper there. We'll still be coming off of this end of the pump. We just won't be running it with a garden hose. Obviously, it'll go down in the ground right there, and it'll go underground, clear down to the camper, and then it'll come back up. For the camper right now, we're probably just going to come back up with a piece of like 3/4 galvanized pipe, and we'll put a hose bib on it with a short hose running over the camper. That's probably how we'll do that for now. But all of this will be buried, which we've got to get it buried because the stupid cows, again today, we're up here monkeying around, checking everything out. So we want to get all this stuff out of their way. So, all right, so that's it for that. All right, part 2 of today's project. We went and picked up some lumber. We got some 4x4 posts here. Donna dug these holes all by herself. I'm going to give her credit. While I was doing that, she was over here doing this. And I think you can tell what we're doing. We are putting in a clothesline. She wanted a clothesline. She does not want to use a dryer. She wants a clothesline. So, which is fine with me because it makes less power that we need to provide to run a dryer. So we picked up a couple bags of cement. We picked up some 4x4s. Gonna bury them. We got she got about a 2.5 foot hole on each side. So we're gonna bury them. Get some cement in there. And then let them dry today, or the rest of the day today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we got to go up to Phoenix to pick up the solar. We also got to go up to Tucson so that I can get my DOT physical for my upcoming job at the end of this month. So these will have all day today and all day tomorrow to dry. And then on, what is today? Tuesday, Wednesday. So then on Thursday, we'll pick back up when we build this clothesline. It's going to be out of 4x4, so it's nice and solid. Alright, so we'll pick back up here when we start doing some more here. Yeah. Okay, first things first. This is what we got for now. Got a tote over the top of the pump, kind of protect it. Solar panel sitting right there. Blue light tells us it's charging. Just got the battery sitting outside right now until tomorrow, until I get a box built. But that's going to be for tonight, just temporary. Got that thing up there. Keep the cows from going through here. That way they don't kick our water line there. So that's that. Posts are in. Got both posts in. Got a whole bag of concrete in that hole. Them rocks are just kind of helping steady the pole. Got a whole bag of cement in that hole. Well, whole bag of post mix. Yeah, her working today. So we got a whole bag of post mix down in this hole too. So just let them set for what, day and a half now? The rest of today. I suppose it's around 5 now or something. I don't even know what time it is. So we got about 2 hours of sun left. So yeah, about 5 o'clock, 4:30. All right, so that's that. That'll be your clothesline. What do we got there? What we got there, Charlie? We got about a 10-foot span in there. Might be a little much, but what we're gonna do is, if we have to, we'll get some of them little rods that you put up to help hold the line in the center. But that's where she wanted them. That's what she got. All right, here's the rest of our goodies. So we got a couple 2x4s for some bracing, 4x4 to go across the top. I don't know, I might go across the top with the 2x and use the 4x's for bracing. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But either way, beautiful day today. Beautiful day today. Nice breeze. It's been gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. What else? Alright, y'all, so next I'm just going to dig a little trench. I'm going to put about the first 5 to 8 feet of this hose down in the trench, just so if the cows walk through and catch it, they don't jerk it out of the pump there. So that will be next.